compared to its predecessor VP9, is actually provided more than 100 coding tools. We use this example to see what video codec technologies can bring to us. So this is one example. For AV1, it for the first time to include the coding tools dedicated to encoding the screen content in this main profile. So right now we have so many contents that are in the internet. So what we can do with the AV1 coding tools dedicated for screen content, we gave example down here. And here we use X264, the well-known open source AVC or H264 encoder. This is a 1080p screen content, typical screen content sequence that can be used widely. We encode it at 800 kilobits per second. We end up with this quality. And we use our own AV1 encoder, but just an example. So with AV1, a standard aligned encoder, we end up with this quality. So the difference is quite obvious here. But here for AV1, we'll only use half of the bitrate as we use for X264. So with even less of the bitrate, we end up with a much better visual quality down here. These are mostly benefited by the coding tools brought out by the new standard of AV1. And of course, you got to sacrifice something because the use of the new coding tools, the encoder could be more complicated. It can use more CPUs. It can protect the cores for the delay. So here we just give example, X264, the setup we use is still very fast, and it definitely can, for example, on the Intel Core i7, use only one core, X264 can encode more than 130 frames per second. It's pretty fast. And however, we can see that this is the AV1 encoder developed out by us. Still, it is slower. It's about 1/3 of the speed of what X264 can achieve, but it still can achieve more than 45 frames per second, one core CPU. So meaning that for 1080p videos for 30 frames per second source is definitely good enough to be leveraged, while it can achieve a big bit rate saving, meaning that to achieve the same quality, you may only use a quarter or even less bit rate, which can potentially boost up the great user experiences. So we also compare down here, like generations over generation, for example, over the HEBC, it's a newer standard compared to H264. Because H264 was finalized 2003 and HEBC was finalized 2013, and AV1 we just mentioned finalized in 2018. So we can see that compared against X265 medium in this slide, and AV1 can achieve a little bit slower compared to X265 medium, but very close, but it definitely can achieve a lot better coding performance. Here we use a different quality score metrics like PSR, IC, Vmap. In general, over this standard test set here, we mentioned have different resolutions, 1080p to 360p, and AV1 can achieve more than 35% bitrate saving to achieve the same quality. So here we would just want to emphasize that with new generations of video codec technologies, we really can achieve better quality while using less bits, meaning that with limited bandwidth, we actually can really boost up the user experiences to have a better quality while using a lot less bandwidth. So that's talking about the core codec. We're moving about the processing. So processing meaning that right now we really experience explosive video usage. It has been widely acknowledged that over the internet data, video basically contribute more than 80% of the data right now. So there's so many different content, like we have screen content talking about, there's a premium content, there is about outdoor, indoor gaming, and all kinds of different content. So it's very naturally to think about if we can differentiate between different content and apply according video codec technology to handle them, we definitely can achieve better quality while using less bitrate. And also even within a video, there's some regions that's really amenable or significant to our human eyes, because human eyes are the eventual observers of the streaming videos. So let's give one example, the region of interest, to see what we can do to further boost up the video quality using the machine learning based processing schemes. So here we have an example. Let's just, it's a screen capture of two videos compared against each other using the sliding window mode. So it can be seen that is actually the left side is the original video that uploaded to the cloud. When the video up to the cloud, there already could be experiencing some compression